With these outline questions, make sure you focus first on the question. They're going to give you information in the outline that you don't use, so make sure you know what they want from you. The student wants to emphasize the significance of Ochoa's discovery. So the significance of the discovery. Why is it significant? Let's see. Severo Ochoa discovered the enzyme, whatever, in 1955. Don't care. That's not saying why it's significant. This thing is involved in both the creation and degradation of mRNA, so maybe it has to do with mRNA. That's why it's significant. Ochoa incorrectly hypothesized that this thing provides the genetic blueprints for mRNA. The discovery of this thing proved critical, well, significance, critical, to deciphering the human genetic code. So why was it significant? It helped decipher the genetic code. Deciphering the genetic code has led to a better understanding of how genetic variations affect human health. So that might be part of it too, that the code, deciphering the code is significant because it helped humans, but why is this discovery significant? Specifically, it's because it helped decipher the human genetic code. So that's the piece I'm going to focus on. Let's see what we get here. Ochoa's 1955 discovery of this thing proved critical to deciphering the human genetic code. So that seems like they're literally just copying it, leading to a better understanding of how genetic variations affect human health. Yeah, that seems right. Maybe we don't need the other part, but there's nothing wrong with keeping it. So that seems okay. Let's look at the other choices. Ochoa first discovered this thing, an enzyme that he hypothesized contained the genetic blueprints for mRNA in 1955. No, it just describes the discovery. It does not describe why the discovery was significant. So we need to know why it was significant. So B is definitely wrong. In 1955, Ochoa discovered this enzyme, which is involved in both the creation and degradation of mRNA. So that gets to the thing that I originally thought was maybe the significance, but notice the difference between this bullet point here and the one I'm going to end up using. In the one that I'm using, it literally just like says why it's significant, right? It was critical. Critical means very important. Significant means important, right? Why is it significant? Why is it important? Why is it critical? We're using the same words here. It's not a coincidence that they did that. So don't fight it. Like, let it happen. Use the SAT is clearly like pointing to this bullet point saying this is the one right here, so just listen to them, and that's the one we're going to focus on. So this one goes with the other one that I maybe initially thought, but I don't have the evidence that that's what they're like trying to get me to think about. So I'm going to follow what the SAT is trying to hint at and just trust it. D, though his discovery of this thing was critical to deciphering the human genetic code, so it is saying that, Ochoa incorrectly hypothesized that the enzyme was the source of mRNA's genetic blueprints. Well, we weren't asked to put this information in. So why? Like, they didn't say to do that. Don't give them information we don't want. They do say this part about it being critical to deciphering the human genetic code, but notice the difference between A and D. A is very positive, right? Why was this thing significant? Why was it important? It helped us. But D is very negative, right? It has that word though to start, and it's talking about how he was wrong about some things. So the question is it's at best it's neutral, right? Or I guess at worst it's neutral. It definitely has a positive vibe though. Why is something important? It seems like why, we want something positive to say why it's good. So in this case, yeah, just kind of trust what I would say is common sense here and pick A. Like, it's important because it helps us decipher the code, and it does include this other piece that I guess you can say follows from that understanding the code helps us with human health. So yeah, just make sure you pay attention to what they're asking for and notice those big clue words like significance to critical. It's obviously a different word, but it means the same thing. They're going to leave these little hints, so you got to take advantage of them when the SAT gives them to you.